Okay, hello Flat Earth family. I bought something the other day and now I'm going to be working on it, and I wanted to show you what I'm doing. I'm making some activism tools, and I got my little stand there I'm fighting with. And you can see I bought these little spongy globe balls, and they're spongy. You can feel them. And I mean, they're not real accurate or anything. That's not the purpose of them. So I got these, and I wanted to show you what I'm going to do with them. The reason I thought of this was because, and there's my ginger drink. The reason I thought of this was because when I was down on the Ocean City Boardwalk, I had a little 8 or 10-inch globe on a stand, and it was hard, and it was standing there, and every time I wanted to reference the globe, I had to bend down and pick it up off of the boardwalk. I kept it in front of the banner so it would be handy, but you know me, when I'm doing activism, I am all over the place. I'm going after the people. So wherever I find them, then I need to have my tools really handy. So this is what I decided to do, was I was going to just stick one of these balls in my pocket, and I thought, oh, well, that's not going to look good, and so I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to just hang them around my neck, and then I'm going to put them on a lanyard, which are, you can get lanyards in any variety. So I had to figure out how I was going to hang it on that little hook. So what I decided to do was put this needle with heavy carpet thread, and I put it through, and then I take a little piece of string like this, and I measured it just the circumference of the globe, because I figured once the knot, which I put on there, once that knot is in the middle of the globe, that should hold it pretty good. And then this part would stick out the bottom, and then I could hang it from the lanyard, and it would be pretty good. I could keep it with me all the time. It would be right there if somebody had a question, and then we could discuss it. So having the right tools is really very, very helpful. And even if you're not out activism, you could be, if you had this on and you were, going somewhere, walking in a store or something, my goodness, people are going to say, oh, well, why are you wearing that? Of course, we want to attract attention. This is not one of those things that you're going to hide. You don't have to look as though you're some sort of fashion statement here. This is not what this is about. So do things to attract attention. Of course, don't act like a nut. Act as though you're very sane and thoughtful and deliberate. And so this is what I did. Now, when you have these little globes here, what you have to do in order to stop it from getting really messed up, you have to take this knife, and I just get a real sharp knife, a Cutco knife, and just slice down there. Just slice down. Oh, I did it twice. Oh, sorry. So just slice it in the top and the North Pole, just so it's got a little opening. Do the same thing in the bottom, and just, put the knife in, slice it right across one of the longitude lines, just the width of the circle, the Arctic and the Antarctic fake circle, the Antarctic fake circle. So then we have a place where it can go in, and it's not going to just tear up the ball. So what I want to do is pull it down from the top so it's upside down, because I figured if you grab it, you're going to want to go up like this. You're going to want to go, let me turn this a little bit. you're going to want to grab the ball and then turn it up towards you. Then you have the lanyard hanging out the bottom, and it's not going to interfere with your globe being upright as most people are used to seeing it. And now, of course, you can play around and say, oh, look, we don't see anybody upside down. But no, you want it to be upright so you can talk respectfully to people. So I just put this, cut the slits. Now, this is the longest needle I had handy. I wasn't about to go running around. Now, when you do this, put it in the bottom right at the fake pole in Antarctica. Then turn your globe so you have the North Pole. And it's not on these goofy little things, it's not accurate. Then turn the globe and make sure your needle is still pointing at the pole. When you think it's pretty good, then go down. Just push it down. And you may have to do this a couple of times. Pulling that apart, and you should see, hopefully you won't stab your finger. Oh, there, it's over here. So I want to change that. So I'm going to pull it back, and I want to direct this needle towards the pole. Now watch me not get this at all. That's the way it goes. You know, whenever you're trying to demonstrate something and make it look really good. Oh, now this one's coming out really close. It's right here. So let me just turn it a little bit more. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but you want it to come into the slit. And you know what? I'm going to take that. That's close. Now you push it really far down, then you can grab it and you can pull it through. Then when you get it through, you have one of these already made up. Remember, it's the circumference of, and I have a bunch of them sitting there that I've already pre-cut. It's the circumference of your little globey. So then I tie this on, put it through, tie it in one little loop. And then you want it to be at the loopy end. The knot should be last coming through. The knot should be last coming through there. So tie it through and then make the knot the last thing. Okay? Then you've got this. And you're going to pull this through. Now, you're going to pull this knot through till it's somewhere in the middle. Just enough that you can hang your lanyard on, and then just far enough in that you don't see any of that. So if you want to leave it in, just cut this off then too. You can cut that off and make it shorter if you're fine with that. If you're not good at tying knots and you get that a little long, that's okay. So you can clip that little end off. And I'm going to pull it in just a little bit. Okay, now a little bit of stuffing will come out. It's just a foam thing. But look, the top is clean. And it's very nice. So you can do this. And then what you do here is you snip the thread, the carpet thread, and it comes right off. Now you're going to want to cut the knot off totally. So when you do the next one, you don't have to bother with the knot. But look at this. Then you can just take your lanyard and snap it on like that, and look what you've got. Look what you got. You got this thing, this ball, hanging on a lanyard. Now I'm putting it on, and I'm going to show you where it goes. Now that is like right on your shirt there. So you're doing pretty good, right? Hi, no makeup. So I hope this helps you in the tools that you need for activism when you're talking to people. And it would make a lovely gift. No, I'm just joking about that. But if somebody pulls this thing, I'm sure you can pull it off. But for hanging it for the day, hey, why not? I also saw a video of some guy who took these and then he put a screw and a washer through the bottom and then hung it and then burned it. Well, okay, I'm not into those destructive things, but I mean, yeah, that's what we're actually going to do, is we're going to destroy the ball. Guys like to do that kind of stuff. I'm not that way, I guess. So, vive la différence, you know? Everybody is different, but girls are different than guys, and I think that's a darn good thing. So, we have a good balance. So, there we go. And I hope you use this. I hope you do it. And I hope you get out there and do more activism, because we need everybody to know. We need everybody to hear this. And I'm still running into people who have never, ever heard of this. So shame on you guys. Get out there and start telling people. And I love you all and have a great day. Bye.